to the first ever Bear Blitz live, whatever this is, not podcast, live, whatever. I'm Jessyca, and I'm here with my husband Caleb, who drew the long straw and doesn't have to sit on the camera. So, there's that. I have notes, but he was supposed to read them. You got anything?
Hey guys, thanks for joining us tonight. Sorry, I'm having to run the computer as well as talk because Jessyca wasn't good at figuring it out. So,
hey.
But as she said, welcome to the very first Bear Blitz Live. We're live here at the Blitz Palace, right?
Yeah, if you've got name suggestions, drop them in the comments.
Jessyca didn't like that name, but we're at the Blitz Palace in Oklahoma City. That's what I think. I want to thank all the podcast donations that we've had. They've helped us buy more equipment. They've helped us buy these mics and the banner, and we got some new shirts that we've gotten. So
show me your shirt. I worked really hard on that.
This is not one of the new shirts we got. This is one she threw together the other day. But if you look, it's not exactly straight.
I'm working on it, perfecting it.
But anyways, it's what I wore tonight. But we're still planning on releasing podcasts, pre and post game, and we will release this one as a podcast too. We might add some comments in the beginning just to make it worth your while to listen to again. So, but we have two special guests today.
Okay.
Who we got, Jess?
So first up, we've got Sean. Sometimes I've now learned known as Sparky Gillespie. He's a senior, and then we've got Gabe Hudson, also a senior. And so, what have you guys been up to this summer?
Working out.
Working out?
Training.
Nothing entertaining?
Got into some Black Sabbath. Weightlifting and Sabbath goes pretty well together.
There you go. All right. Have you guys done have the coaches given you guys any workout classes? You done any virtual Zumbas? Anything like that?
I've been working out in my garage for a while, and then a few weeks ago I got a membership at the New Leaf.
There you go.
I worked out in Gabe's garage for a while, and then I got a membership at the Loft when it opened back up. So
there you go.
Oh, a membership at the Loft. That's the one right there in Norman, right? By McDonald's?
Yeah, right there.
Awesome. Yeah, I saw a lot of the stuff going on there. Can you tell us a little about what this is?
That was the first day back in the gym. 315 on squat bars, just feeling myself. Got it for 15 reps that day.
15 reps, wow. That's more than I could lift probably one time. Because I've gotten out of shape since I was an all-state football player. I was a quarterback.
You're a liar, okay.
No, I didn't even make the golf team. But
you're not even funny, okay.
But anyways, what are you guys both looking at, your height and weight? Has much changed? As you're still the same height? Haven't had that senior year grow up?
No.
No?
I got up to be 5'10".
Hey!
I'm 5'10", 5'10", finally.
Wow. You still at about the same weight?
Yeah, I'm 191.
191. So you got a little taller. It looked a little thinner than you did last year.
1 inch taller, 9 pounds less than at the start of season.
9 pounds less. Man.
You've been laying off the pizza, haven't you?
I had to cut for a weightlifting meet.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
back
gotcha.
in April.
Weightlifting. You guys both do weightlifting?
No.
No.
He was injured.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Injured.
I couldn't.
All right. So, Gabe, I know you got offers to go to some football camps or combines or whatever. Any of those happen? Which ones did you get invited to? And then did any of those actually happen?
I got invited to one at Zoo. In the morning you go and you do a tour of the camp and stuff, and then you're supposed to do the camp afterwards.
Right.
But it got canceled, so.
Dang it, COVID.
Yeah. And then I got invited to Arkansas Tech University's junior day, but it got canceled too.
Man.
Dang COVID.
Well, that's cool. I love seeing that stuff come across Twitter, because it gives me something to share, something to retweet, because I've got actually quite a few of the small colleges and stuff that follow Bear Blitz and stuff, so just like to share what I can, help you guys out, and, maybe make it to the next level. But what about you, Sean?
I got invited to the same junior days as Gabe, and then they both got canceled. I've had a couple virtual ones, but that's really it. It's been a little tough.
What is a virtual
Oh yeah, tell us about that.
junior day look like? How do you do that?
It's about 300 kids on a Zoom meeting, and they just show you around the campus and tell you, like, this is what life is like at this college. It's all right.
It's all right. Just turn on your what was it? I forgot. Okay, Gabe, you just said you were injured for the majority of last season.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about, you got hurt in between Piedmont and Duncan.
Yeah, like the week going into Piedmont.
The week going into Piedmont. That's right. So are you healed up, 100%, ready to go? We're all released and everything?
Yeah.
All right. That's all I have there.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you guys back on the field, you know, doing things like this. And I got a quick video, if I can get it pulled up. Jess, what else you got for him? I get this pulled up.
Okay. I don't have anything. You're making me think too fast on the feet.
No. I'll get it just a second.
So you had, remind me, because it's been a hot minute, you tore your ACL? Knee,
Meniscus.
Right? Meniscus. So did you have to do the whole surgery and all that stuff, or did they just let it go? Yeah. That's never fun.
No, it's pretty boring.
Pretty boring, just
sit on a couch.
Sitting there.
Yeah. Can't move your knee at all.
Did your friends at least help you crouch around the high school before school got canceled?
No.
No?
I didn't really need help, though.
Left you hanging? We're not going to carry your backpack for you or anything. You got this.
No, I didn't really have any problems doing it myself, so.
No. Well, you need to find better friends. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I totally messed it up. I was going to show something else, but we got it. The video right here. Here's some of what Gabe was doing his sophomore year, and we'll watch that right quick. He was making some pretty amazing hits at Newcastle that year. So what were you playing here, Gabe?
My sophomore year, they had me playing like a weak side linebacker.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think that's the same play there, just a different view. Did you get flagged for that?
No, I just told him not to do it again. Yeah, I don't see what the problem was about it.
Oh, the refs told you not to do it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, you kind of stood over him for a minute, but it was a decent enough hit to where, I mean, it was okay to stand over him for a minute. But here's a couple other plays. But I know Coach George was one, I think he mentioned you in your sophomore year. This season at the O'Connell's coaches show, you know, they asked him what was who was a person that he could look to make big plays and stuff coming up, and he mentioned you. So I thought that was really cool. So you've been kind of on my radar for a while, and I know after this it was just awesome, but just those injuries have been tough on you. But
yeah,
it's going to be a new year this year. That's what we're hoping for. But
pretty sure at the end of this video you lay somebody out.
Lay somebody out?
If this is the right video.
I don't know what all this one has on it, but he's had some big hits. Well, here is, do what? Oh, you want to finish it?
No, I mean,
I was going to talk about this one here. This right here was the 2019, no, this was last season at Ada, and this is the quarterback who had held the ball. It was coming around, like it would look like he was going to pass it, but he ended up holding on. And you can see this is Gabe, and you can look at all the reactions. There's like all the reactions there in the top left red circle there. That's Mr. Smith from our side, and he was even amazed. So I thought that was pretty cool. I remember when I saw that in video, I had to pause it, and I sent it to Gabe, and he tweeted it out or whatever. But it was just hilarious looking at all their reactions on their faces and stuff. But
all right, Gabe, what is your main goal for this year as a senior?
first to win district, and then second to hopefully try to make the state championship.
I like them.
That would be awesome.
Those are good goals. Sean, you got any goals for this year?
Win district. Make
Yeah.
the state championship.
Yeah, you got district last
For
year,
asking
so
you first. You can't copy.
yeah, I mean, that'd be awesome. That's
We're
everyone's goal.
mind melding at the moment.
Do what?
We're mind melding at the moment.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, okay. So let's talk for a second. What are your plans right now, even though COVID? What are your plans for after high school? We're going to start with Sean this time so he can't copy your answer.
If I don't get a scholarship, I guess I'll start working.
Okay. Where do you have any schools that have offered you a scholarship? Have they just
No.
put that on hold? Is that just like
No,
nobody's
nothing
touching
so
that yet?
far. So
Okay.
we're just waiting.
That's okay. You got time and time. Gabe, what about you?
Should I get a scholarship
Okay.
to somewhere and play football? And then, I mean, if that doesn't happen, something comes up, doesn't happen, then I guess find a job, start working.
John, start working. There you go. Those are always good ideas. So you both would prefer to get a scholarship and go play
Yeah.
somewhere else. Where's like your dream school? Like every school in America offered you a scholarship. Where do you pick to go?
OU.
OU?
Yeah.
Are you gonna copy him, mind melder over there?
No, I live 5 minutes away from the stadium.
Okay.
Of course I'm going to OU.
Man, I thought maybe like Hawaii, beaches.
Why would I go to an air raid system?
I have absolutely no idea what anybody runs, so I have no idea.
She don't know what air raid is or nothing.
Who doesn't have an air somewhere in California? Again, beaches.
All right.
No.
A little bit about this season, 2020. It's kind of a surprise when I saw the schedule. So last season you had some big, tough non-district games, and I think it really helped to prepare for a tough district last year. That Noble went through unbeaten in the district. And, that's like the first time in history, I believe, and it was their third district championship. However, this year is a whole new deal because.
Well, you've got two teams
Tell us
that
what our-
Noble's never played before.
Tell us what our non-district slate is, Jess.
Non-district looks like Blanchard, then Midwest City, and then Piedmont. And the Blanchard Lions are a school that Noble has never played before. As far back as Caleb's records go, which I'm pretty sure they go till the beginning of time.
1966 is what a lot of ones are.
1966 or that. So, got anything about Blanchard?
Blanchard, we never played them. A couple things about Blanchard. There's a kid, Jamie Nance, who is their top receiver to come out of there for a long time. Their top player, and he ended up going to Nebraska, and he graduated in 2018. And we actually were sitting at Chick-fil-A one day, and I'll let Jess tell you what happened there.
So, we're creepers, just so you know. Just a little bit creepers. We sat down at the table right next to him, not knowing anything about him. And there's like one middle-aged man sitting there with an OSU polo on, like looks really official. And then there's this kid and his mom. And you just, you kind of eavesdrop and figure out what they're talking about. And he was recruiting. It was a recruiter talking to him about going at Chick-fil-A, like the Chick-fil-A and more. It's packed. So that's our fun story there. That was pre-cruise.
Yeah. Second game. That's crazy. Midwest City, the first 6A school I know that Noble's played ever since I've been around, and as far as I know before I was around. They're 6A2 school. I believe they went 4-6 last year. They weren't very good last year, but they played the big boys. I think they played Carl Albert, Dell City. I think they had Deer Creek. A lot of good schools there in 6A2. Could it be a chance to kind of turn some heads if you had a chance to beat them? Can you talk about what it'd be like to knock off a 6A school?
what their record last year doesn't matter. They're going to come in. They're going to be fast. They're going to have a lot of kids. We're just going to be those little guys from Noble that are going to kick them in the mouth.
Yeah. I have a feeling y'all will be highly motivated for that game.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be awesome. I don't know, why they decided to get Midwest City. If it could have been a deal because of the new basketball coach from there, but who knows? But I think it's cool. Non-district game. It doesn't really count for anything, but it'll definitely count for motivation and help you be prepared for district games. So.
All right, and then week 3, you've got Piedmont again. Got some revenge factor going in there, maybe. I think Piedmont was our only loss last season, and you were hurt. You just got hurt. And there was a lot of... Piedmont is like the weird field. Piedmont and El Reno.
Yeah, they have
weird, creepy fields.
New coach. New coach is in his second year. How did you guys prepare last year for that game? They got that run style option attack. Do you think they'll do anything different this year or no? It's almost kind of like maybe they caught I know a lot of fans were kind of surprised. I wasn't, because I knew what they were going to be running. I knew it was going to be different. But Noble hadn't lost to them since 2014. They had played them every year. So I just kind of wonder if the players were thinking it's just going to be the same old cakewalk going there. Which is Piedmont. But I think this year it's going to be different. Y'all be ready.
Yeah.
So.
And you will have just beaten Midwest City. So
yeah. But Piedmont last year they came in and they beat you guys and they went and beat Carl Albert. So I was like, okay, maybe they're the real deal. But
it didn't help too that we had to change his scheme 2 days before.
Yeah.
So I got hurt. I was like,
you got hurt in the middle of practice.
I was lining up. I was kind of a little bit in front of Chili,
mm-hmm.
and then him and I think it was Bryson, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They're kind of just playing two middle linebackers right in the middle, and I was supposed to get the running back and the quarterback on the pitch, and we had to change that because I got hurt. So.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's tough. Injuries always hurt everybody, but hoping for good luck this year for sure.
All right, so Caleb's going to bring up the rest of the schedule right now. Who on this schedule do you guys have circled? You've got Blanchard, Midwest City, Piedmont, El Reno, which is at El Reno again, so pray for us. That's going to suck. Duncan, did you guys know that El Reno game was awful for everybody on the sidelines? Or was it just
because of the gnats?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't gnats. It was gigantic cockroaches or something.
No, it was crickets.
Crickets. Oh, it was awful. It was like a swarm of them. And then there was 2 fires during the game. The stadium lights went out.
Scoreboard went off.
Scoreboard went off.
Scoreboard, yeah. Yeah, it was a fun game.
Okay. And then, sidetrack. Then you've got Duncan. It was awful. Okay, Duncan, Altus, Lawton Mac, Southeast, Ardmore, and Capitol Hill. Who on there? We're going to start with Sean again because he keeps copying. Who do you have circled? Who are you ready for?
El Reno. We got to have a better defensive performance.
Yeah, that was you got the win last year, but I know it was a tough game. I know them defensive coaches, everyone was happy, but they didn't look too happy after that game. That was a rough one. But at least we scored more than they did. That's the object of the game at the end of the day. Kind of looked like OU, but
All right, Gabe, who do you got circled on there?
I'm excited for Blanchard because in Little League that was in middle school that was a rival pretty much.
Yeah.
We always played them for the what was it the district championship 10-0.
It was always between us and them.
That's awesome. Who's the?
Sorry.
That was awful. Who's the year? I always get confused. That was undefeated in Little League. What year?
That was
right
LT's.
Yeah. 2023.
Sophomore year.
Or the sophomores.
The sophomores?
It'll be the sophomores this season.
That'll be fun.
So, the one I'm looking forward to is obviously, Midwest City will be awesome. And going back to El Reno and going back to Piedmont, it's just going to be kind of deja vu. And hopefully we have, a couple good games there. But then the rest of that schedule, you look and there's not really a break. It's all going to be tough at Altus, at Lawton Mac. going to Atlot and Mac. They'll have brand new turf this year because I know 2 years ago that turf was kind of rough.
It was horrible.
But they just laid some new down about a month or two ago. I saw some pictures of them doing it, so that'll be pretty awesome. I actually saw the old turf. I thought about buying some and putting it in my yard, but they wanted too much for that junk. And then Ardmore, that's always a huge game. Maybe we can get them at Ard Noble Stadium this year. That'd be really cool. And Southeast and Capitol Hill, we know what they're about. But so it's gonna be a fun time for sure. Talking about we talked about this a little bit before, but what kind of are you just gonna be strictly, you think, middle linebacker this year? You said you kind of don't know because there wasn't a spring ball, but you don't anticipate doing anything on the offensive side this year, or just?
I'm playing linebacker as far as I know.
Mm-hmm.
They want me to play somewhere else.
Yeah.
I play somewhere else. That's how it goes.
Athletic dude, just willing to help the team wherever you can help, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. How about you, Gabe? What do you think? What do you think you might be called up to do this year? I'll just say that.
I'll probably play rover again, like a nickel basically,
Mm-hmm.
and then probably play outside receiver.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be awesome. We lost a few receivers from last year. Of course, I anticipate Chili moving to quarterback, I assume, but we'll see what happens. So it'll be fun to see where everybody ends up. It's going to be different with no spring ball, really a shortened time for preparation and everything. So, Jess, what do you think about the kids this year coming back? Who do you think could make a big difference this year?
We didn't have spring practice due to COVID, so my current answer is going to be Sean and Gabe are going to make an impact this year because I cannot remember who else plays on the team.
You can't remember who else? Well, Hunter Largen's been your man for so long, so
correct,
I just kind of wondered who's going to
graduated,
take that.
so I'm currently going with Sean and Gabe.
Who's going to take that spot? But
I guess I could go with Chili. Chili still plays. Those are the three names I know. Sorry if you're anybody else. Don't get offended. I have a really short-term memory.
yeah, man, I need a computer guy because doing this talking in this computer is very difficult.
You're supposed to go to Chili's picture next.
Oh, okay. Chili's picture. Mm-hmm. So,
go ahead.
I was walking with my son in our neighborhood, and we live pretty close to Southmore. It butts up to Southmore here, and I saw some people playing a little football. I don't know what they're doing, 7-on-7, something, I don't know, running some routes. And I went over there, and I was like, man, that looks like Chili over there. And I snapped this picture. I sent it to him. I said, Chili. I said, are you at Southmore? I said, man, are you still playing for Noble? I was kind of worried for a minute. But then I was like, no, because there is all kinds of guys out there. Could tell there's like some college guys out there.
They were safely social distancing.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely don't want to get Chili in trouble.
Oh, yeah. There was no one there watching except me and Cruz. And they were kind of looking at me, but Chili said he never saw me. But it was cool to see him out there. I think that was back in April. Mid-April, something like that. But it was definitely when we were kind of not able to go out and eat, that's for sure. I was getting sick of the cooking here, But, sorry. Let's see. Where are we at? Who do you think running back this year? Tailback. Is that going to be LT?
I don't know.
He's kind of little, but he seems like he'd be pretty
I think
quick.
it might be Colin Thomas.
Yeah.
Colin Thomas. Tell me about Colin Thomas.
He's like short, kind of stocky. He's pretty fast too.
I feel
What
like
class?
you just described every running back
Short,
ever.
What class? Is he a junior?
That'd be
He's
a
gonna be
sophomore.
Sophomore? Man, that sophomore class. Wow. Who is the other kid? Oh.
Tavion Givens?
Yeah, Tavion.
Sorry,
Givens.
I just butchered
I
your name
remember
3
him
times.
getting some. He was number 25 last year. I remember him getting some play. A few passes out of the backfield. There was. Thanks for giving me the heads up, Jess.
You're welcome.
But he looked like he could have some potential. Do you know if he is sophomore also this year?
Yeah.
Junior.
A junior. Oh, okay. And what about Crawley's sons? What they look like they could be some pretty good players for us. What year are they?
Juniors too.
Yeah.
Juniors? Okay.
There's two of them?
Yes.
Bryson and
Barrett.
Crawley.
Totally missed that.
Oh, they're twins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
I
twins.
apparently was not at last season.
I want to say one of them got a couple runs at tailback in a game or two last year, also. But yeah, there's just no telling what we're gonna see. It's gonna be fun to watch that first scrimmage because it's gonna be all new. You know, there's a lot of new guys playing this year. Do you think there could be any freshmen make an impact this year? You know, that might could see some playing time. I know, Hunter Largent and Gavin Yeager are a couple guys that played a little bit as a freshman. I just always like to ask the seniors that. I asked a couple years ago, I would ask the seniors, hey, who do you think might could see some playing time? And they've always been right. They've always had a guy that's definitely started some. One of them was Brandon Harper, they told me, in years past. So I just wonder if you guys knew anyone on the radar. And that's kind of a hard question right now just because we hadn't been through anything. But
I mean, I really don't know how good even really are. So I've actually watched them play.
yeah.
Because they were 8th graders last year.
Yeah.
They were babies.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they were undefeated.
Were they undefeated?
It's middle school.
Yeah, man, it seems like every middle school goes, all the teams, how do they all go undefeated? But I know they've been talking about that sophomore class for a while, the old 2023 class. And I remember hearing that class, 8 years ago. I'm like, dude, they're going to be seniors, and I'm like a grandpa. So, I mean, I was definitely not thinking about getting married then. Now I have a son, and they're sophomores. So, anyways, but it's going to be fun to see. Let's see, we talked about losing a couple guys there.
I'm supposed to give an update on the COVID. We know nothing.
Yeah, right.
I teach in a different school district other than Noble. I know nothing. I find out about 5 minutes before they send it out to the world. They don't know. They said they're playing football. And you said practices start Monday?
Yeah.
Who's most excited for that? Which one of you is more excited for football practice to start? Are you sure? Should we arm wrestle or thumb wrestle or something to figure it out?
I don't know.
No? Sean's not very excited about my little...
For all the ones listening online, if you have any questions for me or Jessyca or either one of these two, you can just comment it. If it's a decent question, we'll ask them, but don't ask anything that I won't ask. But does that make sense? If you ask a good question, I'll ask them. But if you ask them something weird, then I'm not going to ask them.
Okay. All right. Well, while you're waiting on questions to filter in there, what makes you got to sell yourself? You're a used car salesman right now, okay? And you're selling yourself as a football player. What is your best quality? Why are you a good football player? Whichever one of you wants to go first.
I'm smart. When it comes to playing, I know what's going on most of the time.
Okay. What about you?
Physical, and I can read the plays very quickly.
Hey, you didn't copy. Nice job. Okay. What aspect of football gets you most excited?
Hitting.
Hitting? Okay.
Contact. The human body craves contact.
AKA hitting.
Yeah, something else you need to tell
In
us?
the words of Jim Harbaugh, the human body craves contact.
All right, I got one. Think about the best game you have played. Just the game you made the biggest plays in, or maybe it was a game where you made one huge play and maybe changed the outcome of the game. Think about that game. Get that. You got a game? Thinking? Any particular game? You got one, Gabe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you think of one?
Yeah.
You got one? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What was the message that either a coach gave you, or maybe it was a parent or a friend, or what was it that friend or whoever may have said to you, or how did you prepare for that game that maybe drove you to have such a good game that day? And maybe it was even because of the opponent you're facing, but just kind of tell us about that game.
Mine was the 80 game. I knew nobody wasn't beating him in a while, and I knew if we won that game, it would give us a lot of confidence going into the season.
Oh yeah.
So I just played my hardest, made a bunch of pretty good hits on people.
Yeah, almost maybe gave you too much confidence going there for Piedmont next week, the next week. But no, it was awesome. There was a ton of people at that game. I think that was the most attended game of last year, even over some of the ones we had. I don't know if they had like an alumni night or what it was at Ada, but they were tailgating, and it was just a good atmosphere at that game. I wish they were all kind of like that, but it was good going there and beat them. And it could have been because we just went and hammered them, but I don't know.
Sean?
Duncan, because we had to bounce back from Piedmont. You know, they were spreading us out. They were the most spread offense team in the district besides us, so that was a challenge I was looking forward to. I don't know. I had to watch a little more film, but it was worth it. We hammered them pretty good in our game after Piedmont.
Let's see. Does anyone have any questions online? I've got maybe a comment or two, but not really any questions. So if you have something, get them in, and we can ask the guys here. But I don't want to go too long here. Let's see. We got some stuff rolling in here. Let's see. Oh, here's Sparky's mom. All right. Tamara Gillespie says, how much more important will the defense need to be with the shortened preseason and no spring ball?
Defense wins championships. That's it.
That's it. All right. Is there anything you're going to have to do different this year that you think? I mean, expect you to be the leader out there, Linebacker's kind of always the leader.
Be more vocal.
Yeah.
Get a bunch of younger guys in a play, so actually know what they're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all two is going to have to step up this year, man. That's all there is to that. Have to start talking more. After we get Gabe up here on these live streams, get him talking more. So. He's doing a lot better than he did. Was that last year we talked to you, or was that 2 years ago?
Yeah, last year.
It was last year.
It was last year. Oh, yeah, at Rudy's. But, yeah, it was fun. Okay. Let's see what Kimberly Smith has to say. Seniors 2021. I've been waiting for this year since you guys were in the second grade Little League football. Go Bears. Kimberly Smith. Somebody's mom.
No. She's super excited to see you guys. Thank you, Kimberly.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Kimberly Smith.
Wish I knew who you were.
I've seen her on here before, for sure. But she cares about you, obviously, more than you care about her.
I've met the woman.
Yeah. But, hey, that's good. Lots of Noble fans. So.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, it's Seth Wall's mom. Where y'all at?
I didn't know that was her last name.
Yeah. Yeah, Seth Wall, number 87. Yeah, we talked about him a little bit earlier, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, number 87.
Okay, so I have one.
Okay.
Inserting myself here. Who are the seniors this year? I know you two, obviously.
Isaac.
Who else?
Noah.
Seth. Kelby Weaver. Tanner Boynton.
David.
Yeah, David and
Tanner Thompson.
Zach Ziebert.
Is that Noah Standridge, senior?
Yeah.
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 And that's Dave and Kuhn,
Yep.
receiver.
He'd probably slot, I think.
Slot, number
Yeah.
14, last year. Yeah, I talked to him some on Twitter and stuff last year, so looking forward to seeing him play. Kind of talking about the line, James Reed says, ask them about the defensive line since that was all seniors basically last year. Who's going to be up in front of you? What do you think about the line?
We don't know yet because we haven't been in practice.
Yeah, I think it'll
Can't
be
kick down a scheme.
Luke will play one end. I think maybe Nick Loman, and then I think Isaac Gifford will play in the middle too, next to Nick, and then maybe I think maybe Seth might play the other end possibly.
Yeah, it depends on if we're in the forefront.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Isaac Gifford. His family goes to our church, but nice to see him, doing really well. So, let's see any other questions rolling in here.
So a couple years ago, we were starting the podcast, I believe, not last year, but the year before. I don't know. And we talked to Hunter, and we mentioned something about if every time he got a sack, he wanted a Snickers bar. Okay, if you go back, and it was a joke for a long time. So, what is your favorite candy? Just because I'm curious. Because I like candy. That's the end of that question. What's your favorite candy?
Probably like some sort of sour like gummies.
Sour
Like the sour worms or something?
Yeah.
Right up Jessica's
That's
alley.
Yeah. Right up my alley.
I'm more of a Mike and Ike's guy.
Mike and Ike's?
All right.
Oh yeah,
Neither
Mike and
one of them
Ike's.
likes chocolate, so...
Neither one of them Snicker guys, so that's good. Yeah, we told Hunter he was going to get a Snicker every time he got a sack.
And then we joked about having to go to Sam's, because like the year before he had gotten a lot. We were like, we're just going to have to go to Sam's to get like a case of Snickers.
Yeah.
And then the following year he got like one.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, Sparky must have stole all the sacks. But it was fun times for sure. See if there's any other questions here.
There was also a long running joke about Danny Arrebolo trying to take me out on the sideline. Like that was his goal one year, was to knock me over. So neither of you should have that goal because it's not nice.
I might knock somebody into you possibly. That's about it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. No, I think he like intentionally tried one time. I was like, stop! I'm slow.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll probably wrap this up here pretty quick. I don't know what time it is, but it looks like we've been going about 43 minutes. So, real quick, the Oklahoma Sports Network, they're going to be showing all the games live this year. It'll be Matt Lorenz and Mr. Fisher. I can't remember his first name now. But they're going to be announcing the games live for us, you know. So if you can't get out to the games, you know, every one of them will be live this year. So it's going to be, you know, pretty cool to see. Let me stand up here. It's been a while. But, so, you know, you'll all be able to watch online. So, and they're going to do a coaches show also. And I believe they're probably still looking for sponsors. So just contact them, Oklahoma Sports Network, if you want to maybe potentially sponsor them. And even if you want to potentially sponsor us, we're pretty cheap. So I can make you logo, make you a little commercial video, whatever you want to do. We could even come and film it and put it on here for pretty cheap because we plan on doing at least post-game shows, maybe pre-game shows for after all the games on a live stream, kind of very similar to this. And we'll also put it on podcast. So do you guys have anything else want to say to any of your fans?
Sean, you better do a shout out to your mom because she's watching.
Yeah. Tell your mom you love them. Sorry. Love you guys. But anyways, we hope to see y'all at the games, and hopefully this COVID will get cleared up and we can watch these guys go on to many big wins here this season. Thank you all for watching tonight, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank
tonight.
you guys for joining us.
Yeah,
Been
no
awesome.
problem.
So, and if you're a player and you want to get on like these two, you know, hit us up. We'd love to talk to you. Now that I got this all set up and going, we should be able to talk to some more guys. Hopefully improve the quality each time. So thank you all. We will see you next time.